So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time that you are watching this video. I am Richard Taylor, and a couple of days ago, I did a video concerning the removal of Wayne Preparatory Academy's executive director, Mr. John Twitty, sometimes early last week. Now, during that video, I relayed information that was given to me by an individual who has a close relationship with a staff member of that school, that charter school. Now, according to the information that was given to me, it was alleged that there was some type of financial mismanagement that may or may have been Mr. Twitty's fault, but that information has not been confirmed. However, I was strolling through, the local news on the internet today, and I see an article from the Goldsboro Daily News that is entitled, Twitty Retires as Executive Director at Wayne Prep, which confirms my earlier video that he was removed. Now, the article says that Wayne Preparatory Academy is searching for a new executive director after former executive director John Twitty again retired last week. Now, this sentence alone kind of raises my antennas, and I'll tell you why. It is said that Mr. Twitty served as the elementary school principal since 2021 and has 35 years as a teacher and an administrator in the school system. So tell me why an individual with the resume, with the experience of Mr. Twitty would just all of a sudden and abruptly, immediately retire in the middle of a week, in the middle of a school year. Now, once again, most people who have that much tenure in the school system, they normally retire at the end of a year. Or they let it be known, well, hey, this is my last year. Or, maybe sometimes during the middle of the year, they may hint at retirement, or, maybe the job is too much for them. But this seems to me very suspicious that this man who has so much time in would abruptly retire in the middle of a school year. Now tell me if it doesn't seem that way to you. So, the article says, in a letter emailed to parents by Wayne Prep last week, it was announced that Dr. Tina Henson would be replacing Twitty as Wayne Prep's interim executive director. And it goes on to say the Wayne Prep Board of Directors will immediately begin a comprehensive search process for, a new permanent executive director. Now, once again, why would an individual who knows how important his role is as an executive director put this school, which he has vested time, blood, sweat, and tears and energy into, in that position where they have to replace him in the middle of a school year, but also begin an intensive or extensive search for a replacement once again in the middle of a school year? This, in my opinion, does not happen unless there was something to the effect of what was relayed to me, or the information that was relayed to me about the alleged occurrences that may have led to his, I said removal, but this article says, and I put in quotation marks, retirement. And I've already explained why. Now, Mayor Charles Gaylor chimed in because he is actually on the Wayne Prep Board of Directors, as the vice chair. I'm pretty sure he probably has some inside information about the true reason for Twitty's removal or retirement. He offered his thoughts on Twitty's tenure, saying, "I'm excited about the future of the school, and I'm grateful to John for the years of service to the school. He had a tough job guiding the school through challenging financial decisions, hint, hint, COVID, the construction of a high school, and growing the school to almost 1,000 scholars. He's really got a lot to be proud of. As for the search, the outpouring of professional interest already is really encouraging. The search process must be widespread and engaging for the community. Once completed, I'm confident that we will have a vision for the future and an exciting path forward." And as he mentioned, the professional interest has been, what has he said, encouraging, meaning there's a lot of people vying for that position. And why not? I looked up the financial records for the school, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the executive director, in this case it was Mr. Twitty, makes about, somewhere around $100,000 a year, with some, feel that that's a very nice salary, which it is. So, I definitely, know Mr. Twitty is probably not hurting for any money. But once again, it raises my antenna of why a decorated administrator, who once again you see by the praise of the mayor, has done an excellent job. Why wouldn't he wait until the end of the year to retire? Answer my question. You can tell me in the comments if I'm thinking wrong. And also, they said that in an email, the board of directors chair, Scott Mackey, said the future of Wayne Prep has never been brighter. So are you saying that, it's never been brighter because Twitty's not there? Maybe that's just, I kind of read more into things than probably there are. And that is thanks to an excellent faculty, support staff, administration, and our scholars. Now, he doesn't thank Twitty in this thing. He just says the support staff, administration, and our scholars. Now, if Twitty wasn't forced to resign under questionable circumstances, then, I'm pretty sure that he may have said in the excellent job done by Twitty. But of course, the board, the charter schools are run by the board. So believe me that the board had an action in Mr. Twitty's, what do we call it, retirement. And so the Goldsboro, and this is once again what leads me to believe that there's something more to this. And of course, I'm pretty sure all of you guys would by now suspect that there's something more than this. It says the Goldsboro DailyNews.com has reached out to Mackey for additional details regarding Twitty's departure from Wayne Prep, as well as the search for a new executive director. Now, we're going to keep a close eye on the Goldsboro Daily News within the coming days or weeks to see if Wayne Prep is willing to divulge the reasons that Mr. Twitty has, so promptly abandoned or resigned from his post. Now, as we see with the Principal Nelson situation, there's no word on why he has been suspended. And, suspended without pay just means, we're going to let you chill and collect the paycheck till we get everything in order, to, get you out the door. This, once again, situation, as I mentioned, has not been, the information that I have gotten has not been approved. But, according to the sources where, there may have been some financial mismanagement where money was spent unknowingly or money was spent erroneously, and or money was allocated to certain things and the board not know. Whatever the situation is, once again, the person who provided me the information gave me kind of murky details because of course they were hearing from a third party source as well. So once again, I'm not confirming or saying it's absolutely the case, but considering once again a decorated administrator with over 35 years of experience, just all of a sudden calling it quits in the middle of a week, in the middle of a school year, seems somewhat suspicious to me. You tell me, you be the judge. But once again, this is Richard Taylor, Taylor House Publishing. If anybody has any corrective information or informative information, feel free to reach out anonymously or unanonymously. You can call me at 919-587-7782. But peace and blessings. Hopefully we'll find out the real reasonings behind Mr. Twitty's departure. And of course, as I said in the first video, Mr. Twitty, I have nothing bad to say about him personally or professionally. As I mentioned, he was my, one of my high school basketball coaches, and just an all-around upstanding man, in my opinion, from my experiences. But nevertheless, he felt the need to retire in the middle of the school year. So we're going to keep up with this. But peace and blessings, love to everybody.